Now this is the bee's knees. Getting loaded inside out of this heat. Kona. Welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, theys and thems.
Gay, male or female?
Neither. They, them.
They, them. We're having pronoun trouble again.
You princesses and degenerates, we're loading up here in Hagerstown, Maryland with some more rolled roofing material. It is in cardboard boxes, pails, and rolls, so of course it's getting tarped, and we're taking this all the way up to Chicago, baby, Chicago. And I get so much to working that I almost didn't film this before I tarped it, so we got the tarp up top. Gonna roll it back. These buckets have hazmat stuff in them, flammable liquid, so we have to placard, because I'm assuming with all those buckets over there that, and then these rolls, they're not flammable. And these back rolls don't need to be tarped. It's roofing material, it's like rubber roofing, top of a Walmart or whatever. I've done a few of these loads lately. This is the lightest one. It's also the lowest paying, $3 a mile, but gets me to a good area where I'm taking a $5.50 a mile, which is dope. Anyway, I'm assuming that in these buckets, it's over 1,000 pounds. So I'm gonna have to placard. So yeah, we'll be rocking some flammable 3. This is the load. Had them lay it low, tarp it. My tarp will finish right in the middle of that last one. So just one tarp on this and time to do it. Oh, that Chicago nightlife. Not stoked about this load, but in the morning I'll have the sun up and I'll tell you about it and tell you about some negotiations I did with the broker on this one. But redoing a roof here, so we'll get it taken care of tomorrow. All right, so they unloaded this a non-traditional way. They had a crane, and the guy on the deck of the trailer, he would sling these slings underneath the pallet. It'd wrap it around, they'd lift it up and hoist it onto the roof.
Gosh, look at this little frog. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. It's muy pequeño. Like, look at my finger. Look at my finger compared to it. It's so tiny. It's like the size of my pinky nail. Okay, so anyway, we're loading up here in just outside Joliet, Illinois. Doing an inside loading, getting some more roofing material. Some hazmat. That stuff. All right, so before I get all sweaty loading up this, I'm going to tell you about the last load. So I booked this load for $2,000 from Hagerstown, Maryland to Overland Park, which I looked up Overland Park, and that is 40 miles outside of Chicago. It's on the outer loop. So I was like, cool, that's far enough away from Chicago. I'm not worried about Chicago. Then I get the rate con, and I was busy doing like 5 drops, so I didn't have time to look at the rate con. And I look at the rate con about 5 p.m. Eastern time, and this guy called me from 619, which is San Diego number, so he's in San Diego, let's say, and 2 o'clock in California, 5 o'clock out east. And I say, hey man, we got a problem. On the rate con it said Chicago, the address was Chicago. I was like, dude, I booked this and you said Overland Park, and when I map Overland Park to this address, it is an hour and 10 minutes away with the traffic currently. It is 40 miles via road. So I was like, that's not Overland Park. I'm not happy about that. And $2,000 it was like 306 or 309 a mile. And I was like, to go into Chicago with hazmat and dealing with everything that comes with Chicago to this job site, I was like, I want at least, like, how close can you get to 26, which would be $4 a mile, little under $4 a mile. And he's like, I have no more money in it. I've already got the paperwork. I have no more money in it. So I was like, you can't get up even, what about 2,400, and we're good. He's like, I can't do nothing. I'm 100% in on it. I've already got the paperwork from the customer. We're set at 2,000. He's like, I could pull you off the load, but there's nothing I could do financially. So with who I run for, we get these things called accessorials. So I was like, the more accessorials you get, the more of 100% you get. You don't have to split that with your carrier. So I was like, all right, let's move some accessorials around. So we bumped up fuel from 250 to 350, and we threw 250 for tarping. So out of $2,000, 600 of it goes to me. 1,400 is a 73% split 73% of 1,400 goes to me. So the quick math on that is whatever's on the screen here, and I'm gonna voice over that.
All right, so this load to Chicago is posted at $2,000 on 623 miles. That comes out to $321 a mile.
Enhance.
After the carrier split of line haul, fuel surcharge, and tarping accessorials, I got $1,022 because I get 73% for owning my own trailer. I got 100% of the fuel and 100% of the tarp, which equals gross revenue to me was $1,622 on 623 miles. That's $2.60 a mile for a one-day run between Hagerstown, Maryland, up to Chicago. On to this next load now.
All right, we're here at Iowa 80, but here's the load. So we have ISO insulation up front. That's what they call it, ISO. And then what you don't see tarped in the back is pails and boxes of flammable adhesives for roofing. As you can see, I'm placarded Flammable 3.
Lots of commercial grade roofing while the weather's good.
Boy. But 2 straps over each thing because it's only 8 feet, and that is like 500 pounds between the two of them. This whole white section is only 3,100 pounds. I then took these 2-inch straps and did an X strap up front to prevent it from shifting. So we have V-boards up top and edge protectors down here, so that hooks and goes up and over to the ratchet, and this one does the same, hooks, edge protector to V-board, and then goes down the other side. One more little tidbit I did that I'll show you. I was getting hit with a nasty wind blowing from the south going north, and it wanted to push these out and open. It was trying to open the gap. Now these are so light you can manually push them by hand. Like I said, this whole thing is about 250 pounds, right? So anyway, yeah, see, we have hook, goes up, edge protector, V-board. I went ahead and put a stake pipe there, so that'll prevent it from blowing out at all beyond the rub rail. So yeah, there's a little tidbit snippet. I sweated my ass off loading this, so it is time to go shower. I didn't sweat my ass off loading it. I sweated my ass off strapping it and tarping it because it was in a warehouse, and I don't know, it was just no breeze. I was out of the sun, but my goodness. All right, time to go shower and wash off and get some lunch, maybe some Taco Bell.
Well, we've all seen it before, the inside of the world's largest truck stop in Walcott, Iowa. This old truck up on the lift reminds me of that one truck from Cars, you know, the old lady.
The only guy strong enough to fix that road is Big Al.
Lizzie, Big Al left like 15 years ago.
Then why are you bringing him up?
Obviously, the grill and the headlights are the same. I don't know what year that truck is that's on the lift, but the character from Cars is named Lizzie. Those Fords were often referred to as Tin Lizzies, which is where they coined her name. Here's just a overview of the showroom floor in Iowa 80 if you've never been. But we got in here, got our shower, got our Taco Bell, and hit the road. Thanks again for joining in, and cheers. Stay loaded. Oh, in this last run you see pictured here, the insulation and the tarped flammable adhesives, that went from Rockdale, Illinois up to Sioux Falls, South Dakota.